Welcome to Proven Jobs, Proven Learning series. In today's session, we will be reviewing the scheduling of work orders from the Proven Jobs web application, as well as the schedule view and available filters. For any questions or help regarding today's session, please contact our support team at support@canamsys.com. Review job work order. Work orders are a multifaceted tool that can be used for informational purposes, establishing the job's estimated revenue and cost, and for scheduling job-related events. Work orders can be created manually by the user or by importing an estimate from Xactimate or Symbility. At job creation, the system will automatically create one blank work order for the user to utilize at their discretion. Keep in mind, if the system-generated work order has already been used, users can create a new work order by selecting the Create button, then Work Order in the upper left-hand corner. Schedule work order. To schedule the work order, select the checkbox next to the applicable work order, select Schedule, then select Calendar View. The system will redirect the user to the schedule and display the event details on the right-hand side. The subject of the event will default to the job number, job name, work order number, and category. Users can edit the subject line if desired. If the event will occur after business hours, enable the checkbox Allow outside of business hours. Please note, the user's role security will need the Allow block to schedule permission enabled to schedule outside of the company's business hours. Otherwise, the user will be restricted to the start and end time setup by their administrator in the company settings under Jobs under Schedule. The work order number that you are scheduling will automatically appear in the work orders field, as we have already selected the desired work order within the previous screen. If the user already knows the work order they wish to schedule, they can navigate directly to the schedule from the main menu Jobs, select Schedule, select the Create button. All job-related events must have a work order selected. Otherwise, the system will not identify the appointment as job-related. Enter the event's start and end time by selecting the desired date from the calendar picker. Use the slider bars to select the event's hour and minute. The system will automatically generate the end time based on the setup by their administrator in the company settings, under Jobs, under Schedule, within the default appointment length time. If needed, users can edit the end time by clicking into the field and utilizing the slider bars. If the scheduled event is an all-day appointment, select the checkbox All Day. The system will default the event's start and end time based on the setup by the administrator in the company settings under Jobs under Schedule. To send a calendar invite to the event's assigned attendees, select the Send Notification checkbox. If the user would also like to attach a PDF copy of the work order when the calendar invite is sent, select the Attach Work Order checkbox. If desired, the user can select a calendar status from the drop-down list, add an attachment, or set a notification reminder to also send with the calendar invite. If the event will be reoccurring, select the Builder pencil icon to the right and select the frequency and end date. Next, enter the event's attendees. The buttons to the right will allow the user to filter specifically for employees, contacts, companies, or select the asterisk to view all. The user may enter a note if applicable. The note will be included in the calendar invite and will also be visible in the mobile application within the Jobs My Schedule under the Today and Week views. Once all event details have been entered by the user, select the Save button. The events will now be visible on the schedule. Also within the Job Files Schedule tab, in the Control Center under Schedule. and will also be visible in the mobile application within the Jobs My Schedule under the Today and Week views. Schedule views. The default view on the schedule is the month view. Users also have the ability to switch the schedule to week view or day view, depending on their preference. The Tech view, when selected, will only display employees who have the Technician checkbox enabled on their employee record and have an event scheduled for that day. If the user wants to view all technicians, regardless of whether they have a scheduled event, this setting can be enabled within User Settings. Navigate to Settings. Select User Settings. Select Jobs. Select Schedule. Enable the checkbox for Show All Technicians on Tech, then select Save. When we take another look at the Tech view, we can see that the additional technicians have been added, even though they do not have any scheduled events for that day. This allows the user to view all technician availability for the selected date. To view a different day, use the forward and back arrow keys to navigate to the applicable date. A specific date can also be selected using the calendar picker, or the user can select the calendar icon to return to the current day. Other views include the Employee view, which is similar to the Technician view. However, it displays the schedule vertically rather than horizontally. This view will only show the technicians who are scheduled. The Employee Week view will display all scheduled events for the selected week, again only showing the technicians who are scheduled. The On-Call view will display the technicians who are assigned as on-call for the selected day. Only employees who have the on-call employee type defined on their employee record can be scheduled for on-call duty. Lastly, we have the Work Order view. To use this view for scheduling purposes, the user will need to know the applicable work order number. Users can drag and drop the work order number into the schedule view, which will populate the event details on the right-hand side. This allows the user to enter the necessary event information before saving. While working in any of the schedule views, the user can select the refresh button at any time to update and reload the schedule. To take advantage of the empty white space on both sides of the schedule, users can select the Expand button to enlarge the schedule view to full screen. Schedule filters. When the user is not actively scheduling an event in the schedule, the right-hand side of the screen becomes an interactive filter panel, allowing the user to filter the schedule based on the selections they apply. The work order only filter allows the user to control which events are displayed in the schedule. Users can choose to view all scheduled events, only events with a work order, or events that do not have a work order assigned. The job filter options allow the user to display scheduled events for open job files only, or for both open and lost job files, depending on the selected filter. The Organize by filter displays the scheduled events using the designated color assigned to one of several criteria: the job's location, job type, the event's calendar status, the job's assigned team, or the color assigned to the employee record as represented by Tech. The schedule status displays events based on their current status. Users can choose to view all scheduled events, only events marked completed, or events that are uncompleted. The work order status filter displays events based on the current status of their associated work orders. Users can choose to view all work orders, only events with closed work orders, or events with open work orders. The Locations filter allows the user to display scheduled events based on the location assigned to the job file. A default location can be selected within User Settings. Under Jobs, choose the default location from the drop-down list. The Jobs filter allows the user to display scheduled events for a specific job or for multiple selected jobs. The Job Types filter displays scheduled events based on the job type assigned to the job file. The Teams filter displays scheduled events based on the team assigned to the job file. The Attendees filter allows the user to display scheduled events based on the assigned attendee or attendees. The Show Jobs Related to Employee checkbox works in conjunction with the Attendees filter. When enabled, add the employee to the Attendees field, and all jobs related to that employee will be displayed in the schedule. The Employee Types filter displays only the scheduled events associated with the selected employee type. The Relationship Types filter displays only the scheduled events associated with the selected relationship type. That does conclude our session for today. Thank you for watching.